Hi, my name is Bola, and this is the beautiful Abi. Welcome to another episode of Seriously Donuts. It's been an incredible past few weeks, and before we get into uh, the hot topics as we usually do, we just wanted to take some time out to say thank you so much for your follows, your subs, and for sharing. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe.
Click it, just click it. And if you can click on the notifications as well, even better. So that every time there's a new episode or new shorts, you get to know and then you'll be the first to watch it. Remember, we are counting on you. We need the views, we need the likes, we need the shares.
We definitely do, and we really hope that you do this for us. Okay, let's get in there. As we always love to do, we start off with our hot topics.
So, this is how I'll do it today. Tell me, who are your favorite female vocalists of the 90s?
Ooh, of the 90s, my goodness. You know the thing about the 90s? I kind of like want to erase the 90s from
Oh my God.
from history.
Seriously?
Honestly, like the 90s were so disappointing.
No
For
way.
fashion.
But
For
we're
fashion.
talking music today, not fashion.
So, and for me, fashion and music are kind of like interwoven. But in the 90s, I'll tell you who I really liked. I really liked Karen Wheeler. I liked Sade. I liked, oh my goodness, Tracy Chapman. Those women were like a lifeline for me growing up.
Sorry.
Yes. So that you can say.
Evergreen.
Hey,
Love that
and Mary J. Blige. Honestly, Mary J. was just, she seemed to be going through what almost every woman was going through. And she just always had the songs like, okay,
And our boots.
we will
Comes back with our
survive.
boots and
Those
stuff.
boots, man. How about you?
Well, slightly different. I was more into the Whitney,
Okay.
Celine Dion,
Okay.
Mariah kind of flow.
Pretentious type women, yes.
Excuse you. So yeah, I was
Those ones that were forming love, but was the love
those
really
they
there?
gave us all the love ballads and all the love songs and
Oh well, to be fair, Anita Baker.
you know, I was expecting her
Yeah.
to say Anita Baker.
Anita Baker.
Because
was,
after you belted
yeah.
out that number on third episode, or was it the
Yeah, Anita
yeah.
Baker was yeah. But for me, I there was something that connected me with Karen Wheeler. I
Can
think
you give us one of for our viewers? I don't know for so.
so. I
Maybe a
think
popular
what I
song
remember from with Karen Wheeler is keep on moving, don't stop like the hands of time. Woo! Tick tock. Hey. The time will come one day. You know that thing? And then she used to do this thing with her hair. And back then, amigos were raining, right? Amigos. What's it called? What do they call them these days? Those hair, the type of hair pieces that the aunties in Peckham make now. And you'd have like a little scarf around. And then she used to do this thing. Keep on moving, don't stop, no. Keep on moving,
Don't stop.
Incredible.
Keep on moving, don't
Incredible.
stop. No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know why I asked you that question? I saw something online about Forbes putting up a list of the top female vocalists of the 90s. And of course, as with everything else on social media, it created a debate. No, this one should be there. No, it shouldn't be this one. And I'm going to give you the top 10 lead female vocalists.
Tell me.
So, at number 1, they had Mariah Carey. But don't joke with Mariah's vocal. She should
Well, her range
definitely.
is
Oh my
mad. Her
God,
range
she's.
is mad.
I remember watching her songs back then.
I know, right?
She was really.
She was
good.
something. She's still something.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
still
So, yeah, she was not too bad.
She had
yeah.
one. Dream lover, come rescue me. Take me up, take me down. I think that was the first Mariah song I got to know of. And number 2, Janet Jackson. Like seriously, I love Janet.
Well, she was an
Like a vocal,
entertainer,
exactly.
you know.
But not
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
top
Honestly, yeah.
vocalist number 2, Janet Jackson. Really?
I think these lists get made by someone at the back of the
I
office.
think
that's
Forbes.
like,
Why is Forbes making
she's
list
like
of vocalists? You stick to
asking
the millionaires, and because this is.
well, you know, with all these lists as well, they're always subjective. It always depends on who's writing it, right? Because I don't know how.
What is Janet doing in top vocal? I love Janet, but like she said, she's an entertainer. I love her songs. They're more hip hoppy. I don't know. Anyway, she's number 2. And number 3 is Whitney Houston. Woo, I think.
How about we shift Whitney Houston to number 1? Let's start again.
And then Mariah number 2.
Yeah.
And then Janet, not in the top 10, maybe 11 or 12 or somewhere. Well, number 4, Shania Twain. That don't impress me much. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She was hot in the 90s.
Got the looks, what have you? Got the touch.
Don't get me wrong, everything is okay. Or something.
That don't impress me much. Yeah, she was quite cool actually.
She was hot in the 90s. So yeah, she could be on the list, but I'm not sure if she should be number 4. But here she is on a number 4. Number 5, Leanne Rimes. I loved her.
Remind me of some of
How do I get through the night without you? If I had to live without.
How do I get through the night? How about pulling my pillow to my neck and lying down?
She had a lot of love ballads then, so she was hot. I can't believe you can't remember her. That's the only song that comes to mind, but she should be here. I agree with Leanne Rimes. At number 6 is the beautiful Toni Braxton.
Oh yeah, Toni Braxton was a stunner.
Oh my!
In the
God.
90s,
When
she was like
with that. What was that song?
Did she have short hair back then?
Yes, really short.
And you know, it was like as if beauty was being redefined around that time.
Again.
Yeah.
I will never breathe.
They don't make songs like that.
Oh my
anymore,
God.
So
that song was everywhere. So Toni should definitely be here. Probably number 6. So this is good. Number 7, Celine Dion.
Okay, you know what? Thinking about
It
it,
should be
Celine and Whitney
Yeah,
should have been around number 1 or 2.
And then
Celine
Mariah
was just
number
that
3.
one that would sing and she would just sound like an angel.
Her voice.
Yeah, her voice was just something. Yeah.
Number 8. Can you believe it? Madonna.
How disrespectful. Number 8, Lon. Madonna was the ultimate entertainer.
She's a vocalist. I won't even put her in top 10.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Madonna made the 90s.
The pop kind of songs, not a vocalist. Seriously.
Well, I think she was sort of like the Lady Gaga of that time.
She was very
And you needed her because the 90s were just
Why
like
do you keep saying it? I love the 90s.
dead era. It was just such. I feel like we were punished in the 90s.
Kidding me.
The whole world was like, for your sins. It was not fun.
It was fun. A lot
It
of
was
fun.
boring.
90s
The
going into
clothes
the
were
90s.
diabolical.
They were fun.
We were all in like baggy things with lots of colors.
We love bagging.
The 90s were. I mean, all these women that you named, can you even remember what they wore? No. You can't remember because they were all so disappointing.
Guys, what
The only thing you can remember is Toni Braxton's hair. And because it was just so gorgeous.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Madonna is number 8. I don't think she should be top 10 vocalist. She's the queen of pop and all of that, but vocalist really? Well, and number 9 is your girl, Mary J. Blige.
Yes, so I'm Mary J. Blige. She only had one dance, you know, like
that's where kind of.
so sister had a way of showing up all the time with the same swag, like I will survive kind of swag. Yeah, we love her.
I think I've mixed something up. Who do you have as number 10?
I've got Shania.
No,
yeah, for some reason.
it should be this lady now. The name is gone off my head. I can't remember.
Evidently doesn't matter because this
Alanis Morissette, I think, was
this is like
Alanis
a joke.
Morissette.
I think Forbes needed content.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I used to work in an editorial room, and sometimes you're like,
just come up.
we've got 2 pages left to fill. What do we put there? How about we put together a piece of rubbish? Like top 10 in the 90s for... Yeah, this is a joke.
It's so...
This was evidently a page or 2 page fillers because the order is wrong. Whoever did it
and
was somebody born in the 2000s.
They shouldn't be here.
This list should have been done by someone around my age.
Yes.
Or even older.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So if this was done by somebody younger, how disrespectful. Of that era.
But seriously.
Of the people. Like, seriously?
Seriously, guys?
Are you serious?
Stick to your day job.
Absolutely. Go count
list
the
of
money.
billionaires.
Yes. Go count the money.
Okay, guys. So what do you think about this list? Who would be your own top 10 vocalists of the 90s for females? Let's hear it in the comment section. We want to hear from you. And then we'll move on to trending topics. And this one, since we are on that music rhythm, you can see how we're dressed. We're in that music rhythm today. We're talking about the one and the only Usher. Usher has been what do they call it? The Oda Bororu. I mean, what we like people, artists are losing that. What is happening? I wish Cherries.
I wish you could have seen Usher in the 90s. He looked like this quiet kid
so cool.
That was so, like his mom was pushing him out on stage, like, go sing, go sing. And it's incredible to see how he's come of age, he's evolved. Yeah. He's gone from this geek-looking guy to a cool-looking guy.
Symbol for
with Cherries.
With Cherries.
To someone his mother's age. My goodness.
You have to see this video. Apparently, Usher has been on tour for... He's still hot. Like, I remember last year, a group of friends, and we were trying to get the tickets. We got online when this ticket when it opened. And I can't remember what number we were on the queue. We were there till...
That's right. What are you doing on...
What about Usher now?
Let it burn. I'm sure they still had tickets, but when they saw your age, when the browser said this is an auntie, they blocked you.
No.
Because they've only got space for enough aunties.
So, Usher has been feeding our aunties cherries. One auntie almost gave it all. Like, I'm ready to lose everything.
She risked it all.
I'm ready to risk everything. Watch with us.
Kini gbogbo rádaràda yìí. This is out of order.
Auntie was ready to... I don't know if Auntie has husband at all, but she was ready to forsake everything.
This is what says...
Look what Usher has done.
Iranu.
Oh my God. I hope Auntie is also husband, because you can imagine waking up and then seeing your mom...
You know I'm too old for this thing.
Trending.
This is what you call Iranu. Rada.
Rada.
Rede. Apostle was here of this kind
Yeah,
of
so
behavior.
because Auntie lost, and Auntie is not the only one. This particular aunties all over the world have been ready to give everything up for Usher.
So apparently they went to Dubai. Was it Dubai? And
Oh,
obviously the cherries were off the table. So why is it that yeah, because
because they know that.
Kinirano, if our cherries, what was all this nonsense about?
So would you like to be fed by King Usher?
King Usher.
Yes, this
Usher that I saw in diapers. This should be illegal.
So Usher in diapers, and Auntie was ready to go with Usher that night.
Do you want some cherries?
No.
Do you want to be fed some
I just
cherries?
want to rock to
Is that why?
That's all.
Perhaps that's why they blocked you. No
We
cherries
just
for
want
Abi.
to have fun, We like practically, like he said, we've known Usher since he came out as a young teenager, and we've grown up with him basically.
There are some things that my mind will block. And to me, Usher is like my son. I'm sorry. I will not be fed
Bola has brought it another angle.
by a son factor. Yes, I might look young, but I'm not that young. And I have boundaries. Go and give your Gen Z girls your cherries.
Oh my
Keep
God.
your cherries to yourself. When you see me, walk on by, dude.
So if you were
Cherries
this
bow.
auntie's shoes, would
You, I'm
have-
looking at you. You eat that cherry.
Will I eat Usher's?
You eat it.
Yeah, just to catch cruise, but not
Just to catch cruise. Then you get home and start speaking English.
I would
What do you tell your son when he has
exactly.
to when he
That's
needs to
the
show up
problem.
at school the next day? Are you gonna drop your
And then everyone saw his mom eating cherries.
It's bad enough now that when I take my son to school, my son's school is like down the road. He'll be like, "Mommy, drop me here."
Oh,
I'll walk the rest. Then imagine me eating cherries. He'll just vanish me. You're not allowed to
never.
drop me in
Do not
school
ever come
again. You
through.
just ruined
How
my
many
childhood.
centimeters or whatever to my
You just ruined my childhood. When I said to Terry, why do you always block me from taking you to school? Are you ashamed of me? Why? No, it's okay, Mom. I'd just rather walk. And I'll eat cherry on top. No, Usher, keep your cherry.
So Usher should
taking my
keep
son
your
as
cherries
close to school as possible.
not here.
Not
The
for
Jesus
that.
in us says no cherries.
You eat that cherry. I know your type.
I'll just go and dance to This Is My Confession. But my favorite Usher song is still Burned. Like, that song is just it's just special. Anyway, let's know your thoughts. What do you think about Auntie losing God in front of the whole world?
You should not find kids like him and feed us cherries. You should stick with his age. For me, it just looked a little bit
Yeah,
weird.
I didn't like it. So,
It
that
just
answers your
looked so
question.
weird.
I won't
Yeah.
take Usher's cherries. No.
Cherry to Tijelatano.
Do you believe her? Do you think I'll eat Usher's cherries? No.
Even when Usher is not giving her cherries, she's buying the cherry and telling her that
Embarrassed. Like,
is Usher giving her. She's like,
how?
you what? Cherry, that you finish it this. And I'm coming here to form
Do
sister.
you believe
Sister
her?
Abi for
Sister Abi will not take that.
Apostle Moselle.
Yeah.
She's a cherry.
Even when Usher sees me, will know that no cherry for her.
That's why they blocked you. This one is an extra tenancy.
Okay,
The cherry.
I am ending this conversation now, and we are moving on to the next segment.
Cherry auntie is moving on swiftly. Let's go.
Okay, guys. Now, since we are on the music, hip hop, R&B wave, our main topic today, stand culture.
Tell me more.
We've treated what was the culture?
Cancel
Cancel culture before. I think like 3 episodes ago. And now we're talking about another serious one, which is the stan culture.
What's that about?
And what is the stan culture? It's when support turns toxic, for when fans feel conflict between celebrities or artists or whoever, even with normal people.
Yep.
So that is, and do you know where the term stan culture came from?
Tell me.
Came from, you remember Eminem's song in the 90s? Stan, Dear Stan. Was it Dear
Oh,
Stan?
right, okay.
Dear Stan.
Yeah.
Very sad. So I think I cried the first time I heard the song. Because it was about a fan that was writing Eminem, wanted to meet him, wanted, just adored him. And eventually, I think he didn't get the messages. And when he got them and tried to read the fan, it was too late. The guy had offed himself, basically. Suicide. So it's a sad one. But that's how strong the influence of celebrities or artists can be on their followers. So stan culture now has become a beast on social media, just like the cancel culture. People just sit behind their computers, their phones, and just pitch artists against each other. And in Nigeria, we've seen it. We've seen it with siblings. We see it every day with Wizkid FC and Davido's fans, with Burna Boy's fans and this on. And you see, even from the little things that a lot of these popular blogs do, where they say, oh, if you have picked who
worry better,
exactly, or who would you pick first, Tiwa Savage, Yemi, just like pitching.
Why can't we all just get along? Why?
So, and it's become so toxic, the things they write sometimes, and you're like, this is because you like an artist?
I think just
How did we get here?
I think just generally in the world, people have become like, yeah, every time you see two people, I don't know why people feel like they need to compulsively compare two people.
I remember comparison is a thief of
the thing is
joy.
The life, we were never meant to be the same. I mean, it would be boring if everyone was like the same as the next person. So I feel like we actually subliminally get it here, because I remember when we started the blog and people would say that, oh, Abi's quiet, Bola's loud. Bola's fashion is loud, Abi is elegant. There's no need to compare and to, feel like you have to be on one side and pitch one against the other. I think in life we should just embrace
enjoy
different.
The different
because
characteristics, different just individuality. So much to enjoy. So why are you creating so much? And because it makes this, I think in the case of Davido and Wizkid, it became so serious that there's a problem between them now. Why? And it's fans that feel these things.
I mean, to be honest, what freaks me out and what scares me the most is how, when topics arise, is that people have watched so much Nollywood, so much movies, so much going on, that everyone has become like a filmmaker in their minds. So somebody gives a narrative like someone went to the beach with the husband, they're looking for her. And then suddenly somebody just comes up with a narrative. He killed her, he drowned her, and blah, blah, blah. And then somebody else follows with a story, and then everybody agrees on the story and they blow it out. And you haven't even checked to verify. And, that's the scary bit for me, because sometimes things get blown out of proportion and we don't even have, the head or tail. So I don't know how we can get to control these things, but people need to be calming down.
Extreme stand-on is a menace. It doesn't do any good.
Extreme, everything is a menace.
Yes, it
You know,
doesn't
it's
do
very
good.
Yeah.
We've seen it with P Square.
Yes, and it's so disappointing. How can you have a twin brother and you let someone get in the middle of you? Because it was, I feel like it was a stand culture.
That
someone
one,
was
that
like,
one
oh,
just dancing.
this one, this one sings better.
We like it, like, yes.
We didn't even notice. Well, some of us didn't notice. All we wanted to do was like,
dance with them.
For me, the only thing I noticed is that at that time, P Square songs did not pass like 3 lines. And we all could, as long as you remember those 3 lines.
We run things, and we in the club, you never know,
very uncomplicated. And we moved and we jive to it, and that was it.
Yes.
And the next thing, you guys start getting into brothers' business. One's wife is prettier than the other.
Come on, guys.
And comparison got into womb sharers.
Even wishing death on some, or just coming for their kids or parents.
And I feel like people can just, you don't realize the extent to which your words can be damaging. Because sometimes, because we were made out of words, no matter how we try to say that, what somebody is saying doesn't matter. We were made out of words. The clay that made us is words. So if you want to like damage something, you use the same materials to fix it or to damage it. So if someone has been damaged in some kind of ways, it's only positive words that can fix that person.
Yeah.
But if you're damaging it the more with words, you can say it doesn't matter, but you're just cutting it deeper. Let's just
put yourself in your shoes
with love. Yeah.
We all want good things said to us. Nobody wants to be bashed constantly. Oh, he doesn't have any talent. Oh, he can't sing. Let people be.
Yeah.
A little encouragement here and there. Just stop this toxic traits. Stop comparing people. Stop going after them. Stop. Oh, he can't sing. But some people like him or her.
I know lots of people that can't sing actually, but they're doing really well.
Exactly. So let them do what they love. You go and face your
my new line now. My new line is that if you go online and there's somebody that they can't sing, please can you bring your mic out and run it? Run it for us. Let's see.
Okay, so who are these people that can't sing?
I'm a child of God.
I don't know how they say that. My mama says if you don't have anything good to say, mama says if you don't, just keep your mouth shut. And that's what a lot of you guys should do. Come on, stop with the negativity. It does more harm than good. Stop hurting people. What's hurt? Do you want them to kill themselves? Or because this leads, like in the case of this Stan guy, let's stop with the negativity. Let's spread a little love. I'm not saying don't stan your fans, but do it in a decent way. Or how will I say it?
I mean, how deep is, because of a fan, you're like killing somebody else. It's only one life now. It's not that
deep. They are abusing and then they're humans too. They are not perfect. Stop making too hard on people. I think we are too hard on people. It's not easy. Life is not easy for anybody. We're all just trying to make it get by. And then you just keep going with this negative talks. Come on, guys. We can do better as fans, as siblings, as friends, as whatever. Stop comparing people. Stop being so negative about people's talent. Come on, guys. You wouldn't like people to do that to you. If at your place of work, your boss or your colleagues are always going at you, oh, this one is better than you, oh, you can't do this. Would you like it?
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Would you like that? But that's what some of them constantly do. Not good enough. Not the song is not even.
I think
some people like it. If you don't like one, someone else will like it. People like different things. So let there be variety, don't you?
I think the more we all discover what we like, then we wouldn't really need to have any stand culture. It's like this dog pack community behavior that we have, like we all need to move in packs. By the time you start discovering that it's okay to work solo and it's okay to have a different view about something, we don't always have to align on certain things.
Some people are just bitter, maybe because their own life is, nobody has it all figured out. So you don't have to lash out at other people. So sometimes it's not even about the crowd mentality or just be, it's just some people are just bitter. And then they see someone that's something and they just lash out at other people.
Well, that's life, I guess.
Stop it, guys. Stop. Whoever, if you are that kind of fan, being an extremist is just, in, like she said, in anything in life, being extreme is not good.
Are you extreme in any way?
Am I? Nothing comes to mind now. I try to be.
So for example, if your close friend or your sister is not getting on with someone, and your sister doesn't just like this person, and she tells you what the person has done, what's your normal position when it comes to situations like that?
You know, you're going into a topic that we'll actually have down the line for something else, but it's also stand culture now. You have to stand your sister. But the thing is, you have to like hear both sides.
Well, you don't always have the opportunity to hear both sides.
You always have to stand for your family, but I stand myself.
So you see how sometimes where we stand can be contradictory to what we want to see happen.
It can't be like
in the real
I'll not
life.
be wishing or being extremist like.
Well, some people like the idea that my enemy
I don't stand people
should be
like
your enemy.
I'm not like that. I don't stand people blindly. I just feel everyone should be heard. So even if a member, I need to understand what really happened and try to be rational and say, okay, maybe you should have done things, or if the person did wrong, I'll be like, okay, just stew and then talk it over with the person.
Yeah, I remember some years ago, my friend was like telling me about a situation that her father and mother had put them through. And somehow I was like, well, maybe see from their perspective. Well, maybe she didn't mean it that much. Well, maybe. And she was really, really cheesed off. She was like, this really matters to me. I'm telling you they did this. But I'm telling you that perhaps there was a bigger picture behind it. But
I think that's how everyone should be.
But I think if you're expecting that kind of stand type of friend, I would fail so many times because I'm that kind of person that I don't believe that because you're somebody's enemy, I should necessarily be that.
I think it's
I might be respectful and not be chummy.
Yes.
And show some restraints, but I wouldn't necessarily write off that person.
I'm like that too.
Yeah, and I've seen it work for me in many ways because there have been people that rightfully I should have cancelled because of damaging utterances that had been done to other people that were close to me. But somehow I managed to keep that relationship going, maybe not deep, but somehow excluding the stand thing, down the line, these people became like a blessing to my journey in life, you know. And if I had cancelled them,
that wouldn't have happened.
That wouldn't have happened.
I find I can't be a stand kind of person because I don't even cancel people. No matter what you do to me, maybe I'll be upset for a while. I'll let it. I'll be still and I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to be angry with someone forever. I'll stay away by all means, just not. But to say that, oh, I'm never ever talking to someone again, I don't think.
Okay, so I really want to touch on this topic really quickly. And I'm hoping that by the time we come next week, we might be able to have a clearer view of what has happened. So within the Christian community, I'm sure you've heard of this movement during the week, Where is Ejiro, where a topic around a possible cold situation. And I call it possible because we don't have full insight yet. And I think it was this stand culture that gave birth to that, because innocently, I believe that NHN posted a question trying to track down someone, and someone in the comment box actually suggested that perhaps they were like a cult, and somehow everybody jumped on it and it became the narrative that got spread. I'm hoping we're able to shed more light on it and we know more by next week. But do you feel like the stand culture is to blame for how that went from trying to track down someone to everyone holding on to this storyline of, it's a cult? Because NHN never really said it was a cult herself. It came from the comment box. And somehow that narrative was fed through and has been the narrative that's played out. Or as much as, at this time of recording that we know about, perhaps by next week, more information would have come out to establish whether it is or not.
From the little I've seen, or from what I've seen from reading up, or NHN's page, it would unfortunately stand culture can be found in Christianity, and this is where you see that believers tend to idolize the man of God or woman of God or whoever it is the church leader or fellowship leader, or so the focus more is always on what they lose track somehow, and then it's more of what he says, almost more than what Jesus is saying, which is what the basis of Christianity is. So when things like this Ejiro's case happens, I think the way the fellowship was structured is why people are linking it to being a cult, and the kind of the way the members of that fellowship followed the doctrine, whatever it is that was copied out from this particular fellowship. Like you said, it's still unfolding. We don't know the true story, but from what I've read, I see why people would think, or people would lean in that direction. I see why people would say, "Oh, it's too early to call it that." The prayer is that Ejiro there was a video, I think she did a video a few days ago, but the prayer is that she is well and she comes back to her family. Any fellowship or anything that is alienating people from their family, I think it's questionable. So I see why people are calling it a cult.
I think what is scary for me is how so many people are missing, and how
they cut off from totally, from everything, basically.
Everything is like following the same kind of trend and the same kind of pattern. And you just need to sometimes just step back. Because if you look back in the days where if something was going to be investigated or there was a prosecution, everything was dealt with within a court system. But where
we have the
court system and everything is on Instagram, and
it's just like done with justice. It's just that it's online. It's
Wow.
just jungle justice. It's just that everyone and their dog has an opinion.
So hopefully by next week we'll have a clearer view. And but if you do have any information about where AJ is, or any missing person for that matter,
Because their families are worried, and
yeah,
which is why I said I understand why people are calling it a cult. Like, why would you just your members just disappear? Cut off their families, cut off their friends, their work, their businesses, and it's the pattern with all of the people that are missing, cutting off their businesses and their careers. That's questionable.
plenty things.
And then if this particular fellowship is being called out, why is the leader not coming out to talk? Why don't we know where she is? Like every church, there's an address. There's the church address, the church, where. How is this? Show up, talk, defend yourself.
God help us.
Yes.
So stay safe, guys, and
stay safe, guys. Let your relationship with God be personal. It's always check the Bible. It's the manual. It has everything, and everything that doesn't go with what is in the Bible, then it's a no. Even if it calls itself a follower of Christ, check your Bible first. That intimate relationship with God is the most important thing. You need it to navigate this world. This world is too deep. There's just too much, and you can't do it alone, which is why people find, I always say that community is important. It's good to have people, but we have to be careful in this search for a community. That is where you could be easily led astray. We just pray for God's help and God's direction, so that we don't.
I hear you when it comes to community, but one thing that I believe is that sometimes in the quest for community, some people sort of like suspend their own rights to thinking that they just be like, okay, we're wearing white, everybody wears white.
Yeah, that's why I said
we're wearing
be careful.
Everybody wears
when you're part of the community.
You also still have to be like, okay, let me stand back.
It's all about your personal
and
relationship.
Think,
yeah, with
where or how is God speaking to me concerning this matter?
Mm-hmm. Even how do I community you're getting yourself.
How do I fit into this community? What role am I playing in this community? And for me, I just, one topic that really stands out for me is how so many people are seeking God. So many people are seeking answers.
It's a tough place. It's a tough place. You can't do this alone. You need God. You need His presence.
And we were never meant to do life alone.
Fairness. But then, in looking for this community or a sense of belonging, we have to be very careful. You have to hear from God. You have to hear from God yourself.
Okay, so I think I really want us to delve deeper into this, but let's leave this for next week because it's deep, it's wide, it's round. But I also believe that it's robust, but I also believe that we need to go and try to put these pieces together. And hopefully at the time of recording, this whole Where is AJ thing, I believe, is still in its infancy. So it will be good for us to hopefully see how it plays out, and then we'll come back and talk about it a little bit deeper.
Hopefully we'll have positive.
We're praying, we're praying that things work itself out.
Next episode.
And by the next episode, and yes, why have we got the screen?
Oh, we did it for the Usher thing when we.
Oh yeah, when you were being fed cherries.
Not me.
A whole auntie.
Never.
Auntie cherries.
Never me. I will never.
Chopping cherries that's your son's age. Your son's age.
I only eat donuts, guys. Seriously, donuts.
Cherries core.
I don't eat cherries.
Cherries, wow.
Tell Bola.
Usher that I knew when he was like this would give me cherries. Tiba funny, cherries call.
This is my confession.
See your face. Who's in cherries?
Guys, donuts we eat.
Donuts. See you guys later.
See you guys next episode. Enjoy yourself.